With the school year winding down, the city of Ada is ramping up its next phase of the reconstruction of West 18th Street, one of the major east-west traffic arteries in the southwest quadrant of town. It's a continuation of the initial project phase, which involved the reconstruction of 18th between Broadway and Townsend.
It's part of the same project that we're standing on right now, and it will extend out eventually to city limits. We're doing the intersection at 18th and Townsend to try to coordinate with the middle school there, so when they close down for the summer session, we can get out there in front of the school, get that opened up by the time school comes back into session this next fall.
The idea is to have several major routes around the city completely rebuilt to keep the traffic flowing safely and smoothly. Once these have been finished, the city can begin focusing on secondary streets. Since schools are high traffic areas, it makes sense to focus there first.
Last year, we did Oak Street and some of the streets around Oak and around the schools over there. Due to the fact that there's schools here, number one, they're high in traffic. This is also a corridor to go from the north to South Park and vice versa. 18th Street will join back into Oak Street and eventually to the cement plant, and that'll be a nice new corridor for everybody. We have plans to do as many streets as possible. We want to get to the point where we're touching 10% per year. I'm in the middle of doing a program which will give us a grading system for all the streets within the city of Ada. Should have that information shortly along with that program, present to council and let them make some decisions on where we need to go next.
While some secondary streets will receive asphalt overlays, the city's plan is to rebuild all major corridors, such as West 18th Street, from the base up with long-lasting concrete. It's a much more thorough process, and one that should greatly prolong the lifespans of these heavily traveled roadways. West 18th Street was originally built well, but that was a long time ago.
It was a concrete base that was probably 40 years old, I'm just guessing, with the asphalt overlay. So we're taking all that out. The old base is deteriorated, obviously. That's what causes the asphalt on top to deteriorate as well. So we're taking all that out, excavating completely, building a new base. We're replacing the water lines and the service connections as well, so we won't have to deal with those. Should they malfunction in the future, they won't do that because they're brand new. Well, if you do a maintenance program, which is what I'm also talking about with my program that I'm looking at, then you can get 50, 60, 80 years or longer if you take care of them and the bases are good and they drain properly.
Because city crews are currently rebuilding the intersection of 18th and Townsend, it has hampered traffic around Ada Junior High School. But the plan is to move full steam ahead toward the west during the summer months to avoid slowdowns when school reconvenes in the fall.
After we finish up to the alley, which will not interfere with school too much, then when the summer session starts, when they let out for the summer, we'll come in and we'll go at least to Cherry and hopefully to Johnson. We'll be hopefully out of there, so there'll be a clear corridor around the school, a square block area, so they can get around the school without interference from our construction.